When you see the list of ingredients for this, I want you to take a leap of faith and trust me. You see oatmeal and you think of breakfast porridge, but something strange and almost magical happens when it's cooked for hours in this way. It picks up the flavor of the roasted lamb and becomes very savory. It loses all of the taste that you normally associate with oatmeal. This is one of the very, very few authentic Russian recipes. Ironically, it practically doesn't exist anymore in this form, but once you try it, you'll see that it's every bit as satisfying as a risotto dish, yet completely different. And getting ready to start this, I've ground the lamb already. I'm going to cook this in a few minutes. I've got 600 grams of milk here, 50 grams of oatmeal. That's not parboiled or instant oatmeal or anything like that. Real oatmeal. Just put this together, give it a little stir, put this in the oven. This is for the first part of the cooking. Cook the lamb in a hot pan. We don't need to add any fat because the fat is already in the lamb. Just ground it. And the only trick to this is to not move it around. When you put it in the pan, let it sit there, let it brown. You want it to actually brown on one side. If you start turning it around and stirring it, it won't brown. It'll be all evenly cooked. We want to develop a nice dark color on one side. So put the lamb in the pan, let it cook. Now how to tell when it's done is you can see the other side of the lamb that was pink is now almost brown, even though I have not turned it at all. When you see the color on the other side is turning brown, you know that it's nice and dark on the side that's down in the pan. And if you can see that, that's what you want. Now we're going to add a tablespoon of minced or crushed garlic, some cracked black pepper, a little salt, and now I'm going to turn the heat off, but I'm going to leave the pan on the heat just to let the garlic finish. Don't forget this lamb is going to be cooked a second time, so if it's not completely cooked through, it really doesn't make any difference. It's going to be cooked plenty in a few minutes. Okay, this is fine. Okay, kasha's been in the oven for an hour and a half. Take the lid off, give it a stir. See, it's quite thick already. We're going to add the lamb into it. Scrape out any bits from the pan. After another 90 minutes, hour and a half, take it out. This is what it looks like. Now we're going to add those peas in, frozen peas. It's quite thick now, very thick. And I'm going to stir this around a little bit, and the residual heat in there will cook the peas through. So I'm just going to stir this around and set it off to the side. In the same pan that the lamb was cooked in, we begin melting some butter and then cooking these onions that have been sliced into rings, and fry them gently. Be patient, cook the onions slowly. On a scale of 1 to 10, I have the heat on 6. You don't want to burn them, you want them cooked very evenly, and yeah, it's going to take a few minutes, 10 minutes or more. Also look for my cocktail book, Cocktails of the South Pacific and Beyond, Advanced Mixology, available through Amazon online.